What's up, everybody? This is Armand, a DB. Today I'm going to speak on a subject I've been meaning to make a video about for a while. This comes in reaction to a lot of deaths the past year or so, and even ones we never heard of maybe like on a lower amateur level, and experiences and things I've seen. So recently, the death of George Peterson. Autopsy hasn't come out yet, so people don't usually like to speculate. I mean, he was there in Orlando a few days out from the Mr. Olympia and just dies in his hotel. Just boom. I'm not going to speak on that one exactly because who knows, some freak accident could have happened. You know, what are the chances? But these coaches, like these new age coaches that are coming up, I coached for over about 20 years now. When I started, I mean, we were very, very, very mild. I started doing it for fun, for my friends, to help them get in shape in competition. And then I got good at it. Then I started doing it for a living. So what a lot of these guys are doing, they don't even understand what the diuretics do, I don't think. And if you do everything right on your program, the diet, training, nutrition, cardio, and of course people take gear and other stuff, but the diuretics are the stuff that are really, really dangerous, and people don't understand how dangerous they are. Before a show, leading into a show, you can manipulate water like a day out, sodium, carbs, all that kind of stuff to get that on stage look. In all my career, I had some of the best condition ever. I was always super great condition. I never abused diuretics. And if I used diuretics, the shows I did, which were only a few of them, was minute amounts. These guys, what they're doing, they're starting like 10 days, 20 days out. I've even heard some 30 days out starting diuretics. Like they'll start like the aldactone 20 days out, 30 days out. Then they'll do Diazide, Lasix, whatever at the end. And it's nuts. I mean, it causes kidney damage. It causes heart damage. And people's hearts are just stopping. That is from diuretics. It's not from the steroid use. It's not from anything else. It's from diuretics. Guys, there's no reason you should take that many diuretics to the end. An example, maybe a half a Diazide the night before the show. Maybe at the most I've ever given a client in my entire life before a show was literally 2 to 3 Diazides spaced over a 2-day period. These guys are doing that times 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. It's crazy. People don't understand the concept and don't understand water pills get rid of water retention. It does not get rid of fat. You see so many people that aren't in shape and they take diuretics and they're still out of shape and they have just a more flat look to them. If you're not all the way in shape, diuretics don't do anything except make you worse. It doesn't burn fat, it's water. And you want water retention on your body till the very, very end. Lubricates your joints, lets you be able to get a pump, makes you able to train, your muscles be healthy and contract. You do not want to be dehydrated during the prep, a week out from the prep, days out from the prep. The day before, you can restrict some water if needed and take a water pill if needed. A lot of times people don't even need it. The best I've ever looked on stage is when I didn't take diuretics. You see a lot of people on stage sometimes, maybe they look awesome a few days prior, and then on stage, it's like, what happened? Usually it's diuretics. They take too many diuretics. They change too much stuff. You have these coaches that don't know what they're doing. They're pushing all these to eat all these carbs when they don't need them, and they're giving them all these diuretics on top of that. Listen, this goes to everybody. If anybody has a coach that has told them or had them do diuretics like that, run. They do not know what they're doing. It will kill you. At the most, like I said, if you're in shape and do all your homework and ready for your show, maybe half a Diazide to a Diazide or a Aldactone or whatever you like. Even Lasix can use in very, very moderation, even though I don't like Lasix at all. And I don't use it with my clients. And the coaches I've had before, I've worked with, they did not have me do, they either had me do no diuretics or or a little bit of diuretics. I would have never just said, oh yeah, hey, let's do it. And hey, George, he would come in this certain look every show and he was peeled. Maybe he was doing this protocol every time. He was fine. And then boom, one time, who knows? But the other deaths this year, concerning another coach with women, I've seen the protocols. And the thing is, when people jump around coach to coach to coach, you see the programs. And a lot of times, I get it. The athletes do stuff on their own, and they don't listen, and they add stuff to the program. But this is no joke. This is diuretics. So usually when you hire a coach, you're listening to them. You put your trust in them so you have a certain look on stage. And it seems like all the health aspect has gone out the window. Like we would usually have like a 10-year plan. Okay, I'm 18. By the time I'm this age, I'm going to, by 28, I'm going to be this much on stage. I'm going to gain 5 pounds of muscle per year. Now it's pretty much you look at the new Arnold winner from like 18 to like 25 now. I mean, it's night and day. It looked like a guy that didn't even work out to massive, massive guy. But you see the physiques look different. The bellies are very, very expanded. The muscles aren't striated with this big blown up look. It's not a good look. Now, I don't like where bodybuilding is headed. I never thought I'd be saying that because I used to hear people say, man, the mass monsters is just too much. And I get it. But I always liked the pleasing look. I always had a small waist when I competed. I have a small waist now since I retired. A lot of that growth they get stays with them. So when they retire, they still got that belly. But anyways, back to diuretics. It's nuts. Do not use them if you're told to use them like that. You shouldn't start 10 days out, 20 days out, 5 days out. No. You're an idiot if you listen to somebody that tells you to do that. Are y'all people telling people to do that? And I know a lot of coaches out there that have people abuse diuretics. Like, shame on y'all. You do not know. If you cannot get a person in shape, shredded to the bone, you have no business doing it. Pushing diuretics on people is not the answer. It kills people. It takes their life away. I get it. Bodybuilding is extreme. You put health on your line, just like other sports. Football, fighting, MMA, all that. You're putting your health on the line. But doing idiotic stuff like, if you know the science behind what the diuretics do, like, hey, my heart can stop at any minute. When you go to that extreme cramping before and it's so painful, it's just so intense, people drop out of shows, or I've seen it on stage. Stop. It's not worth it. And you can look the same way on stage by doing everything right and different. Listen, I've had some of the best condition, myself and my athletes. People's like, oh man, what do you do this? No, we don't use diuretics like that. Like I said, average competitors, no diuretics at all, to maybe half a diazide or the most a diazide. Split in 2 days, like the night before and the morning of. Like I said, I think the most ever was like 3 diazides, Friday, Saturday combined, for a person that held on to a lot of water. These other people, if you're listening and you want to get into competing, maybe talk about this before you get to the end line and the contest comes. And the coach is like, hey, yeah, starting 10 days out, take 50 milligrams of aldactone here. I mean, no, that's not okay. And a lot of times people think, oh, you take a water pill, you pee off the water, you look ripped. No, that's not the way it happens. It can make you look flat. I've seen many awesome physiques, including myself, looking great a week out from competition, and then took a little bit too much, water pills. For me, it was usually like a half or a full could wreck my physique, cause your muscles to look inflated and I can get a pump. So, man, I don't like seeing people die at all. I don't want to see people getting hurt. It's sad. This is my sport I grew up in and I love, and I still coach some people. That's why I got out of a lot of the extreme coaching, because a lot of times clients don't listen. They don't have the right resources to get what they need. They think more is better. Training and nutrition is staple. Of course, you got the PEDs come along, but the amounts people are using today are insane. I'll do that in another video. I'm talking about the diuretic use now. But like I said, these guys starting these diuretics days and days out, I've seen the programs from certain different coaches. I don't even know where all these coaches come from, like these new age coaches, like boom, boom, boom. They're coaching all these top guys now. They're killing people. I mean, look at Dallas McCarver. He died. He was young. Another one's coming up in his footsteps. I see the same stuff. It's not worth your life. I get it. You're in that competitive mode and like, oh, I'd rather die and look this. Listen, I used to have that mindset, like, I don't care. I don't want to live past 20 or 30 or whatever. Then you get to like around 40. I'm almost 40. And you're like, oh, there's a lot more to life. Competing is just a little step. And nowadays, you can't even make a crazy living from it. When I was doing it, at least you can make a pretty decent living from it. And even before me, like late 90s, early 2000 guys, they can make a really good living from it. It's not worth it. Comment questions below. Stop taking all these diuretics. It's dangerous. First of all, it can kill you, and it will kill you. People always think, oh, not me, not me, not me. And then look at George Peterson, 37 years old, making a video before, looking healthy, great, and then boom, in a second, coach leaves, goes checks on him, and he's dead. They're saying, oh, I don't know what happened. What do you mean you don't know what happened? Did this happen a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? No, it happens a few days out from the Mr. Olympia when they're trying to get conditioned as possible and they're doing stupid shit. It makes me angry, it makes me sad, and this is ridiculous. And people out there, if you were telling people to use all these diuretics, you're an idiot. And you have no part in helping people prep for shows. It's insane. Anyways, take care, everybody. It's sad. It's a sad weekend for the Olympia. I don't know, people that were close to him, it's going to be rough, a really rough weekend. Man, what does that coach do? Does he stay there and dial the rest of his guys in while virtually could have potentially killed his friend/client? I mean, anyways, try to have a good day, and I hope the Olympia goes well and everybody else stays safe. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I want to see people stay healthy. Have a good day.